Hi, my name is Tim. So glad that you can join us. If you're here, it's probably because you want to find out what's going on at the church. So we're just so glad that you're interested in what's happening here. We're going to go through a bit of finances today, a couple other things. And then as we carry on in the future, we're hoping to have this kind of be the place where the update happens for the capital campaign, as well as kind of what's happening with strategic plans and things like that. So thanks for being here. It's really, really appreciated. So let's get into the finances for the month of December. Okay, so for the month of December, we have budgeted $307,000 to come in. We only saw $232,000. Now, that's about a $70,000, a little bit better, shortage of what we were expecting for the month. The budget was, as we had said before, the budget was a 4% increase from last year. And so we knew going into a capital campaign, there might be potential for a capital campaign anyway, that we wanted to be a conservative 4%. So this month we didn't quite hit that. And so we're a little bit behind on that. However, with our expenditures, we were able to save a little bit on the expenses. And so we've been trying to keep that up and make sure that we're being very vigilant with where we're spending our dollars. With that being said, year to date, we have budgeted for $987,000 has been budgeted. We've actually brought in $807,000. The expenditures for the year were supposed to be budgeted over $1 million, but there actually have been over $914,000. So we're again, though our revenues have been down for December, we're not as far as we could be in the red. So again, when we do our budgets, we do them knowing that for the end of the year they're going to be balanced. And so it'll be different seasons through the year where it's going to be up and down. And so for this season right now, we're looking at a deficit of $26,000. Again, we're hoping that that God will just provide as we're going into this next season, as we finish off the year starting in January, or rather in June. We're just believing that God will provide the funds that we need. In the meantime, we're going to do our best to continue to monitor and review the finances, the expenditures, and be able to continue to do the ministry that we believe God's called us into. And so with that, we trust in faith, but being good stewards of it as well at the same time. So thank you, church, for joining us in that. Restricted donations for the year: Care Connections, $40,000, Missions and Outreach, $49,000, and Capital Reserve is $14,000. Now, this Capital Reserve is funds outside of the capital campaign. So even though we're doing a capital campaign, there's still maintenance that needs to be done on different parts of the building that just wear over time. So that is different than the capital campaign. So it is worth kind of noting the difference there. For the capital campaign, or the capital reserve balance right now is $37,000 as it sits today. For capital, or for Beyond All Capital Campaign, so far we have church, you have pledged just under $1 million, which is amazing, which is saying we believe in what God is doing in KC and we're committing to that. So thank you for joining us in partnership, as $1 million has been earmarked for this campaign. And so far we've received $561,000 come in, whether it be through cash and donations, or cash or amounts that have been pledged and then received. So we have $500,000 that's in the bank account right now, and we have $1 million that's been pledged overall. So church, thank you. Thank you as we are entering into this capital campaign. We're right in the middle of working with the city. We're working with architects and designers with the building and the space. And so all those pieces are coming together. We're talking to ministries, trying to figure out when the best time to do this work is going to be for this year. And so we're kind of right in the middle of all the red tape of organizing and strategizing, but we're hoping to start knocking off a few projects here in the next few months or so. So church, thank you again as we join hands, link arms for ministry at KAC. Thank you for being part of it. And we're excited for what God is going to do here at KC. Okay, with that said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at tim@kc.ca. And then just on a final note, just a highlight of what God has been doing and is doing here at Kamloops Lions. Looking back at Christmas, we had the most people in the building that we've had in a very long time. The sanctuary saw 1,200 people come into this building right here with 3 services. Ministry Center had over 249 people coming in here, which is a total of almost 1,500 people. And on top of that, we had 250 people up at Sun Peak. So church, Christmas this year in Kamloops was amazing as we got to be able to serve our community with what God is doing here. Church, thanks for joining in, and God bless you.